are historically significant for one reason or another, and I'll tell you about them in the race. This one, I believe, was Warren may have to Wikipedia something. I don't have a lot of data on this one, except that we wanted a yeah, yeah. We were, other than the 1950s touring car we were looking for, but this was a 1959 Le Mans car. Aston Martin was, especially with Mercedes having pulled out due to the disaster a few years earlier, they became a very competitive car at the time. And this is the era you're looking, it's about 5, 6 years until they start developing what become known as prototypes, as a Le Mans prototype, an LMP car in essence. They went by many different names, but let's face it, the same way an Indy car is the car that runs in Indianapolis. Prototypes are the cars that run at Le Mans, and this was among the last era of them that were still basically an open top sports car, like you'd buy on the street. What became the GT classification, but the prototypes come along later. We'll tell the stories a little behind those two, the Ford MK4 and the Porsche, when we get to them. But in the meantime, you're going to yep. There you go. That, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's a great car. But like I said, you guys have, use of traction control, stability, ABS. We are going to do, and I should double check that real quick just to make sure that I'm not getting that wrong. Okay, there we go. We are going to do uh, park ferme, meaning you're going to start default, so you might as well qualify on the defaults. Um, we have a formation lap, and at the end, so you'll get it. We'll open it up on the Mulsanne and let you guys put heat in the tires and all that kind of thing, and then bunch it back up towards the end of the lap, and we'll line it up and we'll go green when at the lights. We will call a clean start rule for the first lap. Damn, Warren, you stalking some teenagers and looking to kill them with a mask on? What? but but anyway, yeah, we will call cautions, yellow flags on the first lap. If that happens, we'll just back it down, line back up, and then 3, 2, 1 green at the end of the first lap. It's green to go. Sound good to you, Warren? Yeah, yeah. And let's see, what else do I need to remember here? I told you what cars to use. You know the stuff about the reset button. You're not going to really have to worry about pitting. Um, if it comes to me, I'll call it. Otherwise, welcome guys to the SCL 25 Legends of Le Mans. Good luck first race of the night. Yeah, you're in the right car. Um, you have a point. I believe we're looking at 4 minute lap, 3.5, 4 minutes most of the time. 4 minute lap. So if you want to go with 4 laps, 5 laps, that's something I was going to ask about. What do you think, Warren? Okay, so I'll put it on. Gotcha. All right, I got it on lap 5. I'm also going to change the time over the course of the day through the races. 10 a.m. Our weather all night is medium cloud cover, the live weather, so you don't have to worry about that at all. But yeah, this is qualifying. Shake the cars down, and as I said, park for main rules. So good luck. You see, guys, other marshals and even the other drivers help me out here. As a couple guys just left. We do have a closed lobby, but if you see people asking for an invite, help out the officials if you're in the pit and bring them in. We got 3 races. We'd love to fill it. That'd be cool, right? I've never seen it. No. I've actually suggested that before. But we could do it. Yeah, we could do a photo of it. Yeah. Warren, I'm going to keep harping you to run these classic tracks till we're old and gray. Oh yeah, it's like we've said, engine technology has come tenfold since the time this car was around, but brake technology and tire technology 100-fold. The engines are really, are a lot of it's the same principles. It's just little technological updates, but the brakes and the tires, I mean, they're completely different. Yeah. These are bias ply tires with drum brakes. Yep. My recommendation in a car like this, put on your driving line. Helps you with the braking zones quite a bit, because it's just totally different from what we're used to racing and, championship racing. We're taking. I was going to ask about that, yeah. Money. And to try to preserve the lap record. Yeah. But Ford paid for that chicane to be built because they set a new track record with the MK4, and they thought that by building that chicane and we'll pay for it, that by donating that money it would preserve their lap record forever. But it did for about 5 or 6 years. Yeah. But it's not about top speed, it's about handling and cornering. It was built for this track. That's why you're running it right now. When you're on the Mulsanne, it's very accurate. This is basically what they ran. It's designed specifically for the Mulsanne. He sounds like Kenny from South Park to me. Yep, lost you. Yeah, I've seen that before, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, had no problem. It was the difference between 165 miles an hour and 185. Yeah. Remember, guys, you got your full use of your tech package. I highly recommend it. These motherfuckers. look. Yeah, look at the car. Look at the driver. Look at where he's sitting. Think about that. That's why I used to laugh when guys would get random guys into like pro-am rooms and they'd be running one of the pro-am cars and be like, "Ah, this thing's slow." And I'm thinking to myself, you'd probably wet yourself if you were over 100 miles an hour in that thing. Yeah, there you go. Why? Yeah. Yes. Happened to warn. Alright. Yeah. Small field with the DLC, but like I said before, it's a classic event for us. We run the Legends special events at Daytona, at Indy, here at Le Mans, of course. We got 3 races tonight.
Okay, we qualified just outside the top 3, but we can make that up in the race. Good effort.
All right, there's your starting order for the SCL Season 25 Legends of Le Mans Race 1. We've got Ben from AMG Motorsport on the pole, Average Gamer, newly signed to, who was it again? XSM? Yep, Stream Street, starting second, Flat Out from Renaissance is third. Gunter from, Green Mountain Enterprises, another new team coming in. Fourth, Carlin Hicks in the Sunday Cup League count will be fifth. Ranger Flight 6, Daz from the same Green Mountain team, newly signed to them, seventh. And Pogo Gun, also on the same Green Mountain team, turning out, going to start eighth here in the first race. We do have a parade lap, so we'll open it up on the Mulsanne, let you guys get some heat in your tires, and then we'll start gathering it in. But we are going on the lights. Clean start rule in effect. Yeah, you got 2 minutes. I'm running stable, yeah. I'd yeah. I'd run stable with the full tech package on it. All right, guys, single file. We do have a formation lap. It's going to be single file start and hopefully not have to use it, but restarts if it comes up. When we hit the Mulsanne, Ben, you can open it up, but spread out a little, you know. Yeah. There's not much you can do. Yeah, waiting for that one. Go ahead. Go ahead, open it up. Damn. All right, slowing it down, guys. Back it down into the Mulsanne turn. Backing it down. All right, gamer, you can pick it up again. Ease down to the turn here, guys. Brake early, brake early. Oh, I needed reconstructive facial surgery from one of those injuries on a racing three-wheelers. So, yeah, any type of open stuff like that is wild. Oh, he thinks he gets his position back. No, we'll let him do it. Go ahead, go ahead. It's before the green, but I am going to warn you guys on the international tour next season, moving forward, when they got the formation lap like this, it's just like being under yellow in one of the American Tour races. If you lose your spot, you lost your qualifying spot. So don't be a fool. Got one more flat out. You can go. You can go back to your spot flat out. We'll let Ben do it. Just hustle it up. Hurry it up. All right, calling it at the start-finish line, Ben. Let's start closing it in, guys. Good luck. Easy into the turns. Brake early. All right, time to get down to business, guys. Legends of LeMans. Best of luck. Green. Try not to get, fly into the stands and decapitate 83 people if you guys can help it, okay? It's bad for business. Make you a better driver, I'll tell you that much. All right, when we hit the kink, guys, you got to burp it a little, especially with the draft. So be ready for it at the kink. Don't go flying off to the left. Yeah, be careful. Hold it flat out. Burp it. There you go. Well done.
On your left. Still on your left. On your left. Left side. You're clear.
We make it through. And we made it through.
Still there. Still there. Still
Indianapolis.
there. Okay,
It's all right. You're good.
One leg back.
Yeah, if you guys are watching on the feed that are asking, just use the invite I sent you. You can still get in the room for the next race.
Right side. Clear. Left side.
That's because you are.
Still there. Still there. Someone 2 legs back. Half legs back. What do you like?
All right, guys, we're at the line. Green to the finish. Green to the finish. I think we should, actually. I think it's cleaner. Warren might change that, but I would. Yeah, I'd say let's do it, and Warren can change that when he comes in the next race if he wants.
You're right on his tail. Come on, let's make it happen.
If you see his name, you should be getting it. You just run your line, Ranger. I'm just staying behind you and trying to pick up our speed. All right, watch the kink. All right, brakes, brakes, brakes. That corner flat out.
Left.
Damn it. Big wreck, big wreck. Yes. The hell?
Pressure on him, don't give up. Keep pushing, keep digging.
Jesus Christ. Did you guys try to go too wide through there? No. Yeah, if you guys are watching on the YouTube, we have 2 more races. We'll get you the invites out when we're done with this one. Well, 2, 3, 4 aren't really in a draft behind you, but the pack behind them is. So, yeah. How you doing, Coaster? Hang tight, 2 more races coming. Good driving. Going a little too deep. That was a very good turn right there. Slow in, fast out. That's what you want to do with these cars.
That's your fastest second sector. Keep it up, nice one. Too wide, left side.
Go flat out. I did not mean to go too wide through there. Lost sight of where I was on the track. All right, let's get them on the Mulsanne here, guys. I bet you we could cut half this time on this lap, half this time on the next lap. All right, flat out. I'm going to pass you on the right.
One on the left. Clear.
Yeah, follow me. I'll build up our speed.
2 lengths behind.
I don't know what that means, but look at the monitor.
1 length behind. Right side. On your right side.
Go ahead, get in front, get in front. Go Ben, go Ben. All right, burp it slightly through the kink. Yeah. Breathe it a little through the kink. All right, braking, braking, braking.
Left side. 1 on your right. Clear now. 2 lengths behind you.
Yeah, we'll see.
2 lengths back.
Yeah, I think we can catch him.
On the back right corner. Clear.
Damn. I was still catching that last hit. Go, get moving. Oh yeah, I think we did too. Yeah, I tried to catch it. It just, I was in the grass. There was nothing I could do.
Driver in front completes the gap in 3 seconds. You're still very, very close. Pushing on it. Pushing.
Who parked it? He wasn't in the race, dude. How many rocks have popped up and hit you in that exposed helmet during that out in the lead there? Warren, you can make a decision for the second race, but we found that treating the chicane like a kink was a hell of a lot safer. Good job there, Pogo. With the win, Average Gamer second, flat out rounding out the podium. Good job, guys. Good job avoiding contact. All right, real quick, let me shoot out a few invites, and then we'll let's see. That's not a surprise. All right, well, all right, we'll be getting you. Just give me a few moments to finish these invites, and we'll be getting you onto the second car and telling you a little bit about it as well. Where are we? That was a fun race, yeah. I think that should just about cover it. Yeah, we're good. All right, so guys, for our second race of tonight's SCL 25 Legends of Le Mans special event, we are going to be running the Ford MK4 1967. Now the story, welcome Buffalicious. Yep, so I'll give you the skinny on it, guys, for our second race of tonight's Legends of Le Mans. The Ford MK4 was part of a factory-based project, the Ford Motor Company, starting in the early 60s. In those days, Ferrari was dominating sports car racing. And basically, what happened, and there's a very good book about it called, look it up on Google Books, called Go Like Hell. And what had happened is Ferrari, being the company that was run by Enzo and was a little boutique factory, the times were catching up with it. It was going to wind up being, there was talk of them selling corporate. And apparently, Enzo Ferrari pissed off Henry Ford II because he strung him along for 2 years to get a sale on the table and then backed out at the last second. And at that moment, the idea there at the time was that there would be a Ford engine powered Ferrari sports cars would have been produced, both for the road and for competition. Well, when that happened, Henry Ford turned to his guy and he said, let's go beat them. And they started a multi-million-dollar project. They brought Carroll Shelby on board. They brought some of the best drivers they could find in the world on board. And they began the development project for what would become the MK4. And interestingly enough, they ran it in 66, I think, and it didn't last, although it showed power. And so coming into 67, it was make or break time. And there's a famous story, Don Beebe, the head of Ford Racing Development, who, till the day he died, 4, 5, 6 years ago, till the day he died, he had a note in his wallet that Henry Ford gave him. He said Henry Ford handed it to him at the start-finish line at the beginning of the 1967 24 Hours of Le Mans. He just handed. They're all shaking the drivers' hands, getting off the grid, getting ready to start the cars, and Henry Ford II hands him this note. And the note, when he opened it up, the note said, "You better win." Yeah, but that was what this car was. This was the car that AJ Foyt and Dan Gurney rode to the championship to the win that year. One last story about it. AJ Foyt came over to run that year for the Le Mans for the first time. He was already a 3-time Indy winner and then 3 or 4-time IndyCar champion. He came over to run the race, and a lot of the other drivers were like, AJ doesn't have the road course experience. He doesn't have sports car experience. He's not going to be that good. Well, he turns out he wound up doing a double shift through the night because Dan Gurney overslept, ran the fastest laps of the race. And when they won, his first words when he walked onto the podium was as the guy came up to hand him the trophy, he says, "So, do I win Rookie of the Year?" Yeah. With no further ado, 15 minutes to warm up and then another 5-lapper. Yeah. That's why, in my opinion, and there are guys who, in their particular disciplines, did a lot of winning. Michael Schumacher in F1, Richard Petty in NASCAR, John Force in drag racing, whatever you want to call it. The fact is that when they ask who are the greatest drivers of the 20th century, I think it's a dead heat between Mario Andretti and AJ Foyt. Because who else? Jim Clark deserves. I agree with you that I would put him right there in that conversation. The only thing that takes Jim Clark out unfairly is longevity. He didn't live long enough to put up the kind of resume they did. But at the end of the day, look at Mario and AJ. They both won Daytona 500. They both won the Indy 500. They both won IndyCar championships. They both won in sprint cars. They both won in stock cars. They both won in sports cars. They both won, whatever you put them in, they won in. They won the Pikes Peak hill climb. I don't think in the modern era they do enough running against enough varied competition to quite get up to that, but by the standards of the time, absolutely. They ran like, yeah. It was like the SCL back in those days. Yeah. That's what, back in those days, the drivers were all arounders like SCL is nowadays. Yeah, I agree. He was definitely one of the most talented drivers of all time, no doubt. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And yeah, but one got horribly mangled, and Ford MK4. That, you didn't listen to that whole damn speech I gave? Oh, I gotcha. Oh yeah. As we said, eight years from the last car, you can feel a difference in the engine, you can feel a difference in the aerodynamics, but you feel very little difference in the tires and brakes. Yeah, I just read that book like 2 months ago, and I can't remember who it is, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay, good luck. Let's try and take pole with this lap. Focus on the apex and carrying speed.
Who's that? Oh, I got you. Yeah, when somebody goes in and out, you'll get a little lag. Yeah. He's getting a groove back there on Mulsanne. The old French drivers would crack a glass of champagne and a cigarette during the Mulsanne. Stay off the sand. Yeah. How you doing, Patrick? Good to see you. That should, I mean, that's what I, good. Yeah, it was last season. O'Brien won it by 8/10 of a second. That close. Third was 15 seconds back. Yeah. 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 I do. One of the things I do want to talk about though is that I'm in the race. I don't want to host. We need to. Yeah, we need to have somebody. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Shit. I mean, the arrangement we talked about, and Warren, you can confirm it, but I remember talking about it last time, is the fix we'd have for the Rolex Endurance Cup races is to have rain or dry, not 50-50. If it's raining at the start, it's raining the whole race. If it's dry at the start, it's dry the whole race. We'll have AI setups for both of them. All right, guys, there's your poll. Somehow I pulled off a 7/1000th of a second poll. Average Gamer will start in second. His new ride for XSM. Pogo in third for Green Mountain. Gunter fourth for the same as said aforementioned team. Ranger Flight fifth. WKK Coaster Rider Flat Out and Daz Round Out. Our starting lineup. All right, guys, we've got 2 minutes to ready up. We've got one formation lap. We'll open it up on the long straights, but don't be a fool. Don't go full speed and hit the grass and spin. Not calling anybody out or saying that they were, stupid for doing that in the last race. I don't want to call somebody out right now and point out how idiotic it is to wreck under the formation lap. I'm not trying to call anybody out and make them feel bad, but or point out how stupid it is to do that. So we're just going to leave it. We're not going to keep mentioning how idiotic it is to do that. Yeah, not going to. Yeah, we're going to. Yeah. Yeah, 1 minute. Till the end of the season, yeah. Yeah. Alright guys, here we go. I'm going to open it up on the Mulsanne. I pulled into the pits and I asked in the qualifying, I asked my crew, hey, go ahead and put on the softs, and they looked at me like I was crazy. All right, I'm slowing up through the kink. Slowing up through the kink. Yeah, I'm slowing up through the kink. All right, backing it down through the S's here, guys. All right, guys, close it in. We're going at the lights. Holding at about 70 miles an hour. Going at the lights, guys. Holding about 73. Holding for the start. Good luck, guys. Second race, the Legends of Le Mans.
One lane behind. Half lane back. 2 lanes back. 1 lane back. Watch your right. He's cleared you. Behind you. 1 length back. Half length back, watch your line. 1 length behind. Still 1 length back. Still 1 length back. Half length behind. 1 length behind. Not 1, 2 lengths back. Half length behind.
All right. Shit. Oh, fuck. Caution, 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 caution. Just before the line, caution's out. $70 miles an hour pace speed.
Behind.
Yeah, just to remind you guys before we restart, tomorrow night, 6:45 Eastern is the entry deadline for the 4 hours of Le Mans time trials. And then Saturday night is the SCL 25 4 hours of Le Mans. We're going to go on the Mulsanne once we got everybody here, which we do, I think. All right, let's close it in. Close it into about a car length, guys. All right, waiting to find a good spot here. All right, guys. Ranger Flight, it's your call. Let's bring it down. Bring it down. He just took... yeah. Now we got to get him lined back up now.
One length back.
There you go. You're doing good. All right, Ranger. All right, Ranger. It's your call to give us a countdown and go.
Right side. Okay, he's cleared you. Car on your right. He's clear. Car right.
All right, we're green to the finish, by the way, guys.
One on your right. He's still right. Okay, he's cleared you.
Watch it through the kink, guys. Okay, which one of you really sucked in the kink? All right, brakes, brake. That's what keeps happening to you.
He's on your right. On your left. You're good. All clear. On your right rear. All clear. 2 lengths back.
Now the reason we're up here, Gunter, is we saw that coming and took precautions. Oh, wow.
Got one 2 lengths back.
Damn. He got, sorry, he threw me into you.
On your right. Still there. Nice one, you're clear. Too wide, left side. You're all clear.
I didn't touch you actually. You got dirty air. I was so close to you, your back end started moving to the left. I'm like, I tried to back off you, but I never even touched you. You just started sliding. Yeah, it was a lot of dirty air. You sitting in the lobby, Daz? Are you in here, Dad? Could you invite Rob Disco? Yeah, could you invite Rob Disco? He's spectating. Yeah, a little bit. That's why I'm able to hold on to it. Yeah, Daz, besides Rob Disco, Rockabilly Outlaw as well.
1 length behind. 2 lengths behind. Still 2 lengths back.
Yeah. He is.
Back. On the right side.
Oh, that's no problem.
He's clear.
Yeah, new guys popping in. Hang tight, guys. We got another race coming in the Legends of LeMans event, so hang tight. We're almost done with this one.
Watch left. All clear.
Thank you, Daz.
Left side.
Damn, Jesus, guys. No, I got bumped. Shit. Oh.
Car right. He's cleared you.
Because I'm 2-footing it. All right, white flag is out, guys. White flag is out.
On the left side. Still there. You're clear. Half length back. Watch your line. 1 length behind. 2 lengths back. One lane back.
Yeah, if I didn't work on that corner, it wasn't gonna work though. That was it. That was the one shot I had. I started to figure it out. Yeah.
Great driving. What a
All right, I'll take the win. Good job, Pogo, with second. Average gamer rounding out the podium. Good run, guys. That's how I did it through there, was 2-footing it. All right. All right, Julio, good to see you in here. Yeah, he was in here. I'll send him another one. Yeah, good to see you, Rob. Yeah. All right, let me go ahead and get the next car ready for you. We got one more race here tonight here at the SCL 25 Legends of Le Mans, and it's going to be all right. It's a DLC to race in this event, yeah. Hang on a second, guys. Hang on a second, guys. How many guys do not have the car that are in here? Rob and who else? Nobody? I thought they came together, yeah. I can I see your car. I see the car right there on your Try to select it. Go to vintage prototype A. What do you have in the vintage prototype A class? So which ones are you seeing? Warren, you got another car you might want to run? Let me see. 936 Spider. Yeah. I got it on identical. All right, then we'll go with the Porsche 936 Spider in 1977. I believe that was the 77 Le Mans winner, actually. All right, guys, so I'll turn you loose. We got one more race on the night. We've seen two good ones so far. So Pogo and myself have been the winners. Let's see what we get this time. You got 15 minutes to warm up and qualify. Full use of the tech aids, stability control, traction, ABS, and it is park ferme, so we're going out, with what you got. All right, guys, 15 minutes to queue. Best of luck. Last race of the night. Thanks for coming out. Real quick before we get started, I'll remind everybody tomorrow night, 6:45 Eastern, is the deadline to enter the 4 hours of Le Mans time trials, and then the 4 hours of Le Mans are Saturday night. All right, guys, I'll turn you loose. Best of luck. Julio Necci, good to see you. Or Checky. Final weekend of season 25. I'm sure people will have them open, yeah. Yeah. lot of drivers have it. No, it's not. What the? Yeah, I thought you were just stopped. Gotcha. The turbo, Warren? Yeah, I can feel the turbo lag. On your left, Rob. Or Julio, sorry. What's that? A little bit, yeah. The turbo lag's a big difference. '77, yeah. She's taking the night off. Sleeping, probably. I'm just cruising. Oh yeah, you'd be surprised. I could tell you some fanciful stories about what I used to do. One of my favorites was the time we were down at the park, and we were playing for money with these guys. And we're down to the last point of the game, and you know, they threw the ball away, and they tried to save it from going out of bounds. So the guy tosses it back in. I caught it, pulled up the top of the key, hit the shot. Game point, game over. Well, as soon as the shot went in, they started yelling, "No, no, 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 we were out of bounds." It's like, oh, I was out of bounds before I threw it back in. It's your ball, but no play. And I'm like, bullshit. You didn't say a damn word until you saw the shot went in. So the guy says, you know, well, we ain't paying you if you know, they started arguing with us. So we turned it back around. I said, all right, I tell you what, we'll take the ball out. I'll take the ball. I'll take the same shot from the same spot. And I'm going to make it, and we're going to take your money and walk out of here. And he goes, oh yeah? And I said, yeah. And he said, where's the spot? And I pointed to the spot where the shot was. I said, I'm going right there. So they check the ball in, hands it to me. The guy gets up in my face. I juke left, juke right, pull up at the spot, hit the three-pointer. Give me my money. That's the kind of shit. That's the kind of shit I used to do. I was one of those hood rats that, you know, was a gym rat when I was growing up, so it was nothing. Three-point? Yeah. Casey Jones. Give me the ball. Yeah. It was Xavier McDaniel, and his exact words were, "I'm going to shoot it in your fucking face all over again." Yeah. It was just I was a hood rat growing up, and I played a lot of ball, and I found out when I was poor as a teenager and being a skinny little white kid that you could hustle people and make some money. So I did some white man can't jump stuff. I quit doing that when I was about 23, and some asshole pulled a knife on me. He didn't like giving up his money, and that was the point when I said, you know what, I don't need this anymore. just to make 30 bucks, 50 bucks. Yeah. One of my other favorite tricks was to go down to the park, and I'd go down to the park and I'd find somebody and I'd start shooting, playing one-on-one with them. And I'd shoot with my opposite hand the whole game. And the first two games would be kind of close. I'd shoot with the opposite hand, and then when he put the money down, I'd switch it back to my strong hand. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I had a buddy. I had an old roommate. And I had an old roommate whose dad was a chronic gambler when he was growing up. So he spent his whole childhood in pool halls and poker rooms and shit. And one of my favorite stories is when we moved in together, he started working at the House of Blues bar. And, you know, there's a bunch of, like, jocks and guys like that work there, right? And so he, you know, he goes in to work, and on one of the first nights he was there, one of the guys he worked with was like, hey, we got a poker game that we play, just a friendly poker game. You want to come on out? And he's like, yeah, sure, and get to know the guys. Well, when he gets to the poker game, he realizes it's like 4 of the bartenders and him. And that basically what they're doing is they're going to try to, they're going to run on the, they're going to run on the new guy. They don't know who he is. So he lets this go for an hour or two, and they start talking shit to him. He actually lets him win. He's like, I'm not really worried about it. So I lose $30 and make some friends. But then they start talking trash. So he comes home that morning and he walks in and he says, what are you doing tonight? And I said, nothing. He's like, we're going drinking at my work. I'm like, okay. Then he tells me the story. He cleaned them out. He took like $680 off of them. And then to rub it in, he takes me up there on their shift and we run up $180 bar tab. Buying drinks from them with their money. That's gangster. We'll back it out. Yeah. You got to read it. Yeah, you guys got your starting order there. Got Average Gamer taking the pole for XSM, Gunter second, Julio with a good job in third for the rookie driver, Ranger fourth, Warren fifth, Flat Out sixth, Carlin seventh, Coaster Rider eighth, Pogo ninth, Rob Disco 10th, Rockabilly will be 11th, Daz will be 12th, and O'Brien will be 13th. All right, guys, just don't hit ready yet. Don't clear the mics. Don't ready up. Retire and spectate. Julio retired. I can see a few people who didn't listen. It's all right, guys. Yeah, just retire and spectate. Don't exit. Don't exit, guys. You got to read on us, Rob? Yeah, just retire to the box. Yeah, because we're retiring to the box. All right, I got to win, so I'm going to sit this one and monitor you guys. So behind seventh, move up. No, I'm going to do that. I got to go check on the little man anyway. All right, ready or up, guys? I'll turn the qualifier off, and you'll just have to do the parade lap, and then the manual start at the line. Yeah, last race of the night here. SCL 25 Legends of Le Mans. We'll have the next one of these Legends races will be during Speed Weeks. Legends of Daytona. Tomorrow night, as I said, 6:45 Eastern is the entry deadline for the Le Mans time trials for Saturday night's race. So we hope to see you guys out there. All right, looks like everybody's about ready. Clean start rules, we said. Warren's got you on the track. He knows his P's and Q's. Pints and quarts. It's an old British saying from the gin craze era. Yep. That's one of my favorites. When I ran a coffee shop for a while, and I knew this guy used to come in. This dude named Clayton, and he was in like his 50s and he was a nice guy, real grizzled around the edges. Well, one day he's telling a story about how now he's from Florida, He was telling a story how about he was hanging out with two of his country boy friends, and they were. He's like, I was a crackhead back in those days, man. And he's telling me the story. And he says we were out of crack, so my buddy says, hey, I got a whole jar of moonshine back at my house. So he goes and gets the moonshine and comes back, and they all get drunk as shit and have a grand old time. Clayton goes home. Says he wakes up the next morning, gets a phone call. It's the first dude's wife. Well, what did you guys do last night? Says, what do you mean? Says, Bobby is in the hospital. He's blind. And Clayton's like, damn. Well, later on that day, he gets another call. He gets a call from the other guy's wife. The other guy's wife says he died. He never woke up. Died in his sleep. I'm like, damn, so one guy's blind, one guy's dead. How did you feel, Clayton? He's like, I was a little hungover, but I was fine other than that. I'm just going to be parked here until you guys cross the line. So get it going. As we said, you can open it up on the Mulsanne, on the straightaways. Get the tires warmed up. Take it easy into the turns. And been a fun night of racing, and we'll get down to business tomorrow. Yeah, everybody 7th or back moves up. Whoops. Well, I mean, the event starts at 6 Eastern, just to, you know, for the sort of notice goes out and guys can start showing up to warm up. But 6:45 is the entry deadline. But yeah, sometime this weekend, Warren, we'll talk about if there's any other car we need to test. You know, we can test them. But I'm gonna turn that proposal in soon. Unless you have another name for the international sports cars besides the. What's that? What do you mean, Monaco, Indianapolis, and LeMans? I mean, it's a possibility. An ancillary championship to look into. Yeah. Well, it would be during the season based off of those major events. Yeah. There should be 12 of you in line. 12 of you in line. All right. All right, good luck, guys. Yeah, going at the lights. He's got a hell of a bill already, huh? No, he's won a support race. Yeah. No, good run, guys. Yeah, good job, Coaster. Pogo and Flat Out rounding out the top 5. Good run, guys. All right. Yeah, good race, and thanks for coming out to the Legends of LeMans. As I said, tomorrow night, I'm sure guys will open up practices whenever, but the deadline for entry is 6:45 Eastern. And as I said, we got 10 open spots for the GTE class, so we'll catch you guys there. Warren, I'm going to split and start getting my night winded down. I'll catch up with you tomorrow night and warm up. Gotcha. All right, no problem. All right, have a good one, guys. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Yeah, good job, Coaster. First podium.